happen on that play.
They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, able to avoid him. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Panthers have recovered. And hopefully for both sides, not a sign of things to come, Charles. This morning, it was so perfect outside, but we knew this weather was coming, and we see the effects of it here early on.
And I wonder if how perfect it was this morning has psychologically fooled everyone. You know, it's almost like even though we were told the weather was coming, and you know the teams knew it as well, that maybe they got fooled and thought, it's going to be okay. And now they're probably a little upset that it's out there.
Because warm-ups were dry.
Oh, well, dry, and now you've got to make the change up, and it's the first quarter. Might take them a little time to settle in on their focus and concentration.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Back to the air. Newton on second down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And that is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To the air again, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Newton finding Funchess for the Panther first down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. He goes full extension, and he's got it. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. Let's go. Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
20. Hey.
From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the 1st down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watching now, Barney.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And a shot taken on 3rd down. Unsuccessful. 4th down now. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 1st down, it's Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this out past the 25. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
To throw on second down is Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. From the gun, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14. Now Newton on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Second and 10, Newton again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There was absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore from 4 yards out. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Gano out to kick this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 1st downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll drop the throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing, and this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 34 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Josh Hill from 13 yards out. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the 1st half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. And the Panthers coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 30 yards there.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Punches with a catch over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
That's it. 180. Let's rock now.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now a toss going left. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. They go play action here on 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. Gano out to kick this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 38 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And now running right through it. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw, Newton. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And that is incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
3-19!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's caught by Meredith, right side. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Fighting through pressure, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. K1 short. Able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get it up the middle, and finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Funches has it complete, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people will call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And the Panthers, who were the least penalized team in the entire NFL last year, come up here on a 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. Runs through the contact. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Newton. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. And he fires one, but incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll go on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
No, check, Patriot!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football, and at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Newton. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton keeping it himself from 5 yards out, and the Panthers add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Clock now under 30 ticks and running.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Panthers, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And